News piece number 1 comes from Globe and Mail, and the article in which they describe how government is trying to limit temporary residence in Canada. As a background to this story, as you know, Canada always counts how many permanent residents are coming into the country, but the government has never counted how many temporary residents, non-permanent residents are coming into the country. So the article describes how the government started with international students, and now they will be decreasing the percentage of non-permanent residents in Canada from 6.2% to 5% in the coming 3 years until 2027. So read this article and make your own conclusions. It also has a very good graph showing what type of non-permanent residents, temporary residents, have been coming to Canada. Number 1 is work permits, number 2 is study permits, and 3 and 4 are, as you can see on the chart. This gives you an overview of government's intentions. News piece number 2 also comes from Globe and Mail, reporting that Bank of Canada warns of low productivity as an emergency situation in Canada. As you can see in this article, this is a very good article for you to analyze. From 1980s, the productivity in Canada has been declining, and government was always struggling to encourage companies to invest into machineries and updating the technology and so on. Canadian employers were heavily reliant on cheap labor force, and combining this with news number 1, where government is trying to restrict temporary residents, and news number 2, where Bank of Canada is crying out about the productivity problems, you can see the signals. If you are a business immigration applicant, now in your business plan, you need to be concerned about how much you will invest into technology or new methodology of doing business. So not heavily relying on temporary workers or foreign workers. You need to analyze that in your business plan. And if I read these signals correctly, government is trying to push hard with encouraging companies to invest into technologies to make productivity better going forward. And news number 3, which is not relevant to other pieces, the Provincial Nominee program of British Columbia is being updated. As you can see in this piece from the government of British Columbia, there will be new 3 streams which will substitute existing stream of international graduate and international postgraduate streams. There will be bachelor stream, master's, and doctorate stream. Why this is important for business immigration? As you know, businesses go where talent is located, and government of British Columbia is trying to retain that talent who graduated from the BC institutions, higher education institutions, and they want to keep them in the province by creating certain targeted streams for international graduates. And by doing so, they hope to attract the right businesses to the province. As always, you can follow us on social media channels to stay updated on everything related to business immigration.